Sitara, a sweet 9-year-old, lived in a cramped apartment. Her loving father worked tirelessly to provide for her. Their apartment overlooked a bustling city bazaar, full of life. The air was thick with the smells of spices and street food. One day, Sitara waved goodbye to her father from the window. A hidden fear gripped her heart as he walked away. She watched him disappear into the crowded streets below. Moments later, a plume of smoke billowed from a nearby window. Chaos erupted as a fire quickly engulfed their building. People screamed and ran in panic, their voices filled with terror. Sitara was trapped inside, the flames spreading rapidly. Thick smoke filled the hallways, making it hard to breathe. She coughed and choked, desperately trying to find an escape. The heat intensified, burning her skin and searing her lungs. Terrified, Sitara cried out for her father, her voice fading. She became a victim of the inferno, lost in the flames. Her father, witnessing the horror from below, was devastated. He saw the flames engulfing their apartment building. Helplessness washed over him as he watched the tragedy unfold. He tried to push through the crowd, desperate to reach her. But the flames were too intense, the heat unbearable. He was consumed by despair, unable to save his daughter. The absence of emergency services was painfully obvious. There were no proper evacuation plans in place. No trained personnel to guide people to safety. The lack of preparedness amplified the tragedy. The fire raged on, unchecked and uncontrolled. The father watched in horror as the building crumbled. He was left haunted by the image of Sitara waving goodbye. Her innocent smile now, a symbol of his failure. A symbol of his failure to protect her from harm. He replayed the moment over and over in his mind. If only he had stayed, if only he could have saved her. The guilt weighed heavily on his heart, crushing his soul. He sank to his knees, unable to bear the pain. The fire continued to burn, consuming everything in its path. The screams of the trapped residents echoed in his ears. He closed his eyes, wishing it was all just a nightmare. But the reality was harsh and unforgiving. Sitara was gone, and he was left with nothing but grief. The fire trucks finally arrived, but it was too late. The building was already a smoldering ruin. The father watched as the firefighters battled the flames. But he knew that Sitara was beyond saving. His heart ached with a pain he had never known before. He had lost everything in that fire. His daughter, his home, his hope for the future. He was left alone in the world, with nothing to live for. The memory of Sitara's laughter haunted him. He would never hear her voice again. He would never see her smile again. He would never hold her in his arms again. The fire had taken everything from him. He was a broken man, lost in his grief. The bazaar was silent, the air thick with smoke. The only sound was the crackling of the flames. A constant reminder of his loss. A constant reminder of his failure. A constant reminder of Sitara. His beloved daughter, gone forever. The father sits alone on the beach, the vast ocean mirroring his grief. He clutches a small, burnt doll, a remnant of Sitara's life. Images of the fire flash in his mind, Sitara's face contorted in fear. He closes his eyes, trying to block out the horrifying memories. He hears Sitara's voice, faint but clear, carried by the wind. Sitara's voice, VO. Baba, why wasn't there a way out? Sitara's voice, VO. Why didn't anyone help us? He opens his eyes, tears streaming down his weathered face. The sun beats down on him, but he feels only cold despair. He remembers the chaos, the screams, the suffocating smoke. He clenches his fists, anger slowly replacing the despair. He replays the moment Sitara waved, a happy, innocent goodbye. That image fuels a new emotion, determination. He stands up, his back straightening, his gaze hardening. He throws the burnt doll into the ocean, a symbolic release. He will not let Sitara's death be in vain. He will fight for change, for safety, for a better future. He remembers the lack of fire escapes, the absent alarms. He recalls the panicked crowd, the disorganization, the lack of help. He sees Sitara's face again, urging him forward. He takes a deep breath, the salty air filling his lungs. He will become her voice, her advocate, her legacy. He begins to walk, his steps firm and purposeful. He leaves the beach behind, a new path ahead. He envisions buildings with sprinkler systems, clear exits. He imagines trained personnel, ready to respond to emergencies. He sees children playing safely, without fear of fire. He will make this vision a reality, for Sitara and for all children. He walks towards the city, towards the heart of the problem. He will confront the authorities, the landlords, the community. He will demand change. He will demand action. He will demand safety. He remembers Sitara's bright smile, her infectious laughter. He will honor her memory by creating a safer world. He quickens his pace, his resolve growing stronger with each step. He will not rest until every building is safe, every child protected. He sees the city's skyline in the distance, a challenge awaiting him. He is ready to face it, armed with grief and determination. He will transform his pain into power, his loss into action. He will become a beacon of hope, a symbol of change. He will ensure that no other father suffers his fate. He will ensure that no other child suffers Sitara's fate. He walks on, his silhouette against the setting sun. The memory of Sitara fuels his every step. He is no longer just a grieving father. He is a man on a mission. He is the voice of the voiceless, the protector of the vulnerable. He is Sitara's promise, a promise of safety and security. He enters the city, ready to begin his fight. The bustling streets seem to quiet as he passes. He is a force to be reckoned with, a force for good. He will not be silenced. He will not be ignored. He will make a difference. He will save lives. He is Sitara's father, and he will not fail her. He looks up at the tall buildings, his eyes filled with determination. He sees Sitara's face in every window, urging him on. He knows that the road ahead will be long and difficult. But he is prepared to face any challenge for Sitara's sake. He is ready to transform his grief into action. He is ready to create a safer community for all. He is Sitara's legacy, a legacy of hope and change. He walks towards the future, a future he will help create. The father rises from the beach, a newfound resolve etched on his face. He walks back towards the bustling bazaar, a determined glint in his eyes. Close up on his weathered hands, clenching into fists of purpose. He stands amidst the crowded marketplace, taking a deep breath. The camera pans across the faces of the vendors and shoppers. He raises his voice, his words cutting through the market's noise. "Enough is enough. We deserve to be safe," he shouts, his voice raw. Some people stop to listen, curiosity piqued by his passionate plea. A woman carrying groceries pauses, her expression softening with concern. A young boy selling flowers looks up, his eyes wide with innocence. The father continues, his voice gaining strength and conviction. "We must demand better building regulations," he declares loudly. He gestures towards the crowded buildings, a symbol of vulnerability. Every building needs evacuation plans, safety teams, and drills. He emphasizes each word, driving home the urgency of his message. He envisions a future where buildings are safe havens, not death traps. A mental image of water sprinkler systems activating in a fire. He sees smoke detectors beeping, alerting people to danger. He imagines alarm systems blaring, triggering immediate evacuation. Water sprinklers, smoke detectors, alarm systems. These are necessities, he points to the sky, a symbol of hope and a safer future. "No more stars will burn," he proclaims, his voice filled with emotion. Close up on his tear-filled eyes, reflecting the pain of his loss. Instead, they will shine brightly, guiding us towards safety. He wipes away a tear, his determination unwavering. The crowd begins to murmur, their faces reflecting a shared concern. A vendor nods in agreement, his eyes filled with understanding. A woman clutches her child closer, her expression one of fear and hope. The father sees their reactions, fueling his passion even further. "We must protect our children, our families, our community." He extends his hand, inviting others to join his cause. "Let us work together to create a safer future for all." A man steps forward, offering his support and solidarity. Another woman joins him, her eyes filled with determination. Soon, a small group gathers around the father, united by a common goal. The camera zooms out, showing the growing crowd of supporters. The father smiles, a glimmer of hope shining through his grief. He knows that the fight for safety will be long and arduous. But he is no longer alone, and his determination is unshakable. He raises his voice again, his words echoing through the bazaar. "For Sitara! For a safer future!" he cries out with passion. The crowd responds with a resounding cheer, their voices united. The camera pans across the faces of the crowd, filled with hope. A banner unfurls, bearing the words, "Safety for all." The father looks up at the banner, his heart filled with pride. He knows that Sitara's legacy will live on through their efforts. A close-up on a child's smiling face, a symbol of hope for the future. The father's voice narrates, "Her light will never fade." A montage of people working together to improve safety measures. Architects designing safer buildings with modern tech. Community members participating in emergency preparedness drills. Firefighters training rigorously to respond to emergencies. Children learning about fire safety in schools, aware and prepared. The father watches, a sense of peace washing over him. He sees Sitara's face in every child he helps protect. He knows that her memory will continue to inspire him. The camera focuses on the father's face, now etched with peace. He smiles softly, a testament to Sitara's enduring legacy. The sun sets over the bazaar, casting a warm golden glow. The final shot. A single star shines brightly in the night sky.